Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to all participants. Okay, I'm happy to hear just now that many of you are good emotion. That is a very good sign because this is the last day of our video courses. Then the emotion that you mentioned just now also related to the topic today. I'm going to discuss what 10 children personal safety, what is okay, what okay. Basically, it's about emotion and feeling. First, in the first hour, in the second hour, I'm going to discuss about relationship. Okay, we always say okay and not okay. Okay, okay. Then okay normally related to when we feel good, when we feel happy. Any other feeling that we always associate with okay? Other than feel good, happy, when we say okay. Okay, you can type in your chat box. Oh, I cannot explore. I read in chat box, okay? When we feel sure, yes. Okay, all right, great. Any else? Like something? One apple? Okay. Will agree to something? Yes. When we feel sure, we feel excited, love and to be loved, feel safety, eat food. Oh, go, I feel good. Okay. Then not okay. Not okay. We always state about not okay if we don't like. No good. That. Any other else we associate with not okay? Angry. Yeah. I'm not okay. Stress. Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Unsure. Feel sad. Hungry. Bad mood. Feeling down. Feel uncomfortable. You feel sick. Okay. Lonely. Not okay. Scared. Not okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for the responses. I move to next slide. So, what
Emotion and feeling.
yeah, emotion and feeling. This is important for important topic to teach to our students. So as to improve their communication and socialization skill, so that they can appear or convey conversation with the right emotion, right? Okay, let's start it. This is if you can remember, this is the draft of particular years that we can teach about feeling emotion. Okay, but different what content, right? Okay, straight away we go to emotion, introduction of emotion. Emotional communication skills, okay, are essential in managing of sexual behavior and also coping with sexual abuse. Yeah, we know that you are sick. We know that you are not happy with that behavior. Okay? Understanding of the link between emotion and the sexual health children and adolescents deal with their sexuality and handle their feelings to do with their sexual behavior. So emotion includes the ability to identify one's own emotion as well as knowing how to express appropriately. It's usually taken for granted, overlooked by people who are not educated. because sometimes our SEN children too protected by parents. They cannot, they have no say sometimes to make decisions, to show their emotion of something. It is no good for the SEN children. Okay. Why need to teach them about emotion? Because an individual with disability may have difficulties in expressing their own emotion, as well as reading others' emotion for their special expression and behavior. Okay. Their emotion also, they cannot express their emotion, and in fact they also cannot read others' emotion, special expression of emotion. A smile may be not seen as indicator for happiness by children and adolescents with intellectual disability. Smile is not meaning that you're happy or you want that. Okay? But smile may be, for the children's smile is no meaning sometimes. Okay? They may not be able to understand their own feeling. Instead to say, let alone express them. This difficulty usually leads to misunderstanding of them. We feel that she okay with that. Example, but maybe he didn't like food, but he cannot express the emotion of dislike. Okay, very sorry for the technical problem just now. So we come back to our topic about emotion. Why need to teach and children to understand their own feeling, let alone express. This difficulty usually leads to misunderstanding of their needs by others, sometimes by parents also. Okay. For example, in the case of autistic children, right? There is a tendency for them to squeal, excited. Okay. This feeling might be mistaken as anger or irritation by others. At heart, the child, a squealing might mean more than excitement, but also anger, pleasure, anxiety, or even expression of physical pain. So we cannot differentiate. Is that anger? Is that excitement? Therefore, the skill to recognize and appropriate express has to be taught. Okay. To improve their communication and socialization. So I'm going to share a few guidelines on how to teach emotional understanding and communication here. Okay. So this is important for the teachers. Need to be visually and verbally expressive. You know how to be an actor so that you can express usually and verbally good, express the emotion. Okay. Empathize, SEN, understanding SEN may take longer to understand. Okay. You have to do some observation, maybe a few times, do you really understand what is the right emotion that SEN child want to present. Okay. Understanding physical feeling, hot in terms of weather, hot in terms of food with spices, hot also, right? Concept of sad, happy, angry, and pleasure versus moral. Learning throughout right or wrong. Punishment by God. Sometimes we have to educate about spiritual, about religion, to send children so that they know that that particular behavior is be seen in religion. Okay? People feeling maybe safe or unsafe touch. Then facilitator also need to use strength for limitation. People anxious, what you should do. What do you do if you feel scared? You have to be more as so that people, so that 10 children can understand what is your feeling you trying to show to them. This normally we do with a small child. Normally, we exercise this to small child. We exaggerate to say that if we scared that the child will touch hot kettle, for example. So we purposely um act like we had that that that, that hot feeling. It's hot. Exaggerate the feelings that the child can see emotion because of the hot, touch hot, the feeling we touch. Okay, so we have to be good actually. Teaching need to be broken down into smaller analysis and more manageable steps to improve the chance of success, making learning more exciting. And also children learn in one case, so do a more exciting activity they can learn. At the same time, they also make fun with our meaning. They can feel the fun when teaching emotion. Then instruction need to be short and concise as to minimize confusion. As yesterday, our answer should be short and happy. Happy. You don't need to. You don't have to say in a long word. Just straight away say happy and show the picture of someone who is happy. Okay? Correct. The responses must be reinforced to promote more correct in future by providing feedback in form of reward. Okay, good. Oh, excellent. Praise, tangible rewards such as toys or food item. If a child loves to eat, you can give a fried chicken as well for the tangible reward. So that we motivation to always respond with the right response of this. And token leading to a bigger tangible. Main objective for this topic is to teach and expression of feelings or emotions. Okay. And the specific objective is to acquire vocabulary for senses. You have to keep on repeating okay, let's say we want to introduce about 8 main emotion our send children. So we have to keep continuing say the same emotion or that emotion until the children can acquire that senses. Okay? To be able to match sense organs to their corresponding main sense. Okay? Demonstrate knowledge of sense perception by ability to match senses to sense organs. This uh, we can see that if by doing some activity with them, match pictures, the right motion, okay, to recognize and express the 8 basic feeling. Okay, we just 8 feeling, so they can really recognize the 8 feeling. We can move to other feelings other feeling as well. Okay? And going to introduce happiness, sadness, anger, shame, afraid, and worry. Then the specific objective also understand the link between cause. This is also we can relate with the behavior ABC, antecedent behavior in behavior modification. It understand the link between causes and emotion. Then the outcome also as well as on appropriate this education, emotion is part of person's basic skills and okay, feel in angry mode, okay, or 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 to increase child's self-esteem interaction so that the child can easily make friends with others. Emotion is the good tools in to facilitate improvement in the child's problem-solving skills in managing sexual emotion. We can facilitate improvement of child's problem-solving skills managing. They know lovely face. They know someone who strengthens is who maybe intention to do something to the child. Okay. Okay. So we are going to do simple activities. Okay. It's about introduction of 8 basic feelings. I'm going to show you a picture of 8 feelings. Okay. Then I need someone to volunteer, or I'm going to call your name today, I think. Because I write down here about 10 names. Okay. Who is the lucky person? Model. Okay. All right. These activities included at pointing to develop vocabulary. The vocabulary here is feelings, and naming to develop verbal. This time, develop the verbal skill to say what feeling is that. Okay. And firstly, pointing to face feeling. There's a picture. So you point to the face feeling, show picture of face showing feelings, and name the feeling. Show to that the picture, and name that feeling. Okay. Sad. Okay. And ask child to point to the correct picture, the same picture, and pointing to happy or to sad, and ask the child to point to the picture. Okay. And please pointing, Nina, please pointing to happy. Show the picture of happy. You ask the child to pointing to happy. Then of course you have to pause a few seconds. Wait for the send child response. And if not right, you can say that the correct emotion, and then set up for next trial. Okay, we have to train the 8 basic feelings until 100% correct real in all 8 feelings. Okay, because this is the skill that we want the mastered. We mastered it, and an idea the fertilization. Okay, all right. So 2 things you have to do. I'm going to call. Okay, is point to the picture. Okay, and you say that feeling, and then call somebody. Okay, just call anybody of your children, just send child name. Nina, pointing to happy. Then someone maybe can act as Nina, point teacher give response. Yes, we want to see how that activities can be done in class if you teach about feeling. Okay, you right? Okay, never mind. Okay, in the first picture, I become the teacher, right? Okay, happy. I forgot to call someone. Juwita Apriani. I hear. Juwita Apriani.
Yes, doctor.
Okay. Okay, Juwita Apriani. Happy.
Happy. Yes, happy face.
Okay, Juwita, and you point to the teacher. Or you pointing to the teacher, right? Are you
Oh,
pointing to the
yes, I'm
teacher?
pointing to the teacher. Yes.
Okay, very good. Very good, Juwita. Okay, so first, recognize the face of someone who is happy. It's number 2. Okay. Okay. Can I call Cherry? Cherry Kenda. Cherry Kenda. Cherry Kenda. Angry. Can you call angry? Good. Good, Cherry. Good. So, the explain of this picture, that picture just now is about angry. Okay, and the ability to now you use angry, that correctly verbalize the condition of anger expression and prompted by it. Okay, so the activity basically is about name or get to know the emotion, get to know the facial expression of the emotion. Okay, then the child can pointing to the face feeling and naming the feeling. It's the early stage of teaching about emotion. Okay. Okay. How about this picture? Okay. Okay. I call Roslina Tambung.
Shy.
Okay. 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 The teacher asked first. I asked first. Roslina, shy. I point to the picture. Shy. Pointing to shy. Roslina will respond. Then you see
Shy.
shy. Okay, good. That is simple activity. A simple activity. You can use
Okay.
okay, this is the we use the sketch of people face emotion. But after that, we can take many pictures from magazine that show about different emotion, so that they can do activity by separating what emotion that showed in the picture. Okay, right. Okay, is shy. Okay, this is sad. Okay. We can say this is said by facial expression, right? Right? Okay. What is the facial expression that we can look here? Somebody? How about the lip? The lip of this boy?
His eyes.
His eyes.
He looks so
Then
sad.
look so sad because the appearance of the physical of the facial,
Yeah.
okay, and the cheek you can see. Okay, this is the physical expression that we have to emphasize when we show about that. Okay, okay, sad, sad. Okay, Roslini pointing sad, something like that. Okay, Roslini, you don't need to respond. Okay, also about scared. Is scared. Okay, we have to be an actor, right? Okay, we have to show our emotion when we scared. How to show emotion of scared? Eyes, our mouth. Okay, be confused. We can see their boy. What indicator here? Confused. One part of the lip is up, and one part will down. And normally put hands because the boy is confused. Yes, still thinking about something, confusing. Confused. Show, right? Confused. Keep to this picture. Color our eye. Okay. Or hand to now going next is connection on faces, ability, resolution to certain situations. This count or contact help individual with improve their social skills. So the objective of this coming is to guess the presentation of particular expression based on picture, okay, as a presentation of pictures that describe the emotion within the context of the to this. Okay, then I'm going to ask uh, to guess, I'm going to ask you guess what the lady could feeling, right? And what is thing? Then I'm going to ask you if it's not pleasant. Okay, I want to hear will show that you can associate the internal reaction, internal body of the feeling. I call Norisam. Norisam here.
Yeah, doctor.
Okay, Norisam.
Yep.
Guess what the lady could be feeling?
Happy?
Happy. Okay. How do you feel if you smell pleasant? How do you
Confident?
feel? You feel confident?
Great?
You feel great? Any other physical feeling? Happy because looks like your lip looks like you got smile is happy. Then look at the eyes of this lady. Mungkin sweet smell. Maybe the sweet smell from the perfume make her feel so sweet, those sweet smell, right? So this is
Feel fresh.
pardon?
Fresh.
Impressed?
Impressed. Sorry. Okay, what emotion just now? See? Impressed.
Impressed.
You feel impressed. Okay? But impressed is if you want to teach our children in the earlier level, the eight is first. Okay?
Okay.
We go to the second. Okay, look at this picture. Okay. Anybody want to respond? Okay. Maybe Waruzana. Waruzana, can you respond? Okay, Waruzana.
Maybe the girl is in a worried situation.
Worried situation.
Yes. It
Okay.
shows at her face, her mouth, her eyes.
Yeah, of mouth, white eyes, right?
She's holding at the something like a panel, wood panel, right? Near toilet. Maybe she's in a constipated situation, I think.
Take a lot of time in the toilet, right? If somebody
She is worried.
okay. Of this girl,
Worried.
worried. Okay, worried. Worried. Okay.
Painful.
What do you feel if you were the girl? If you were the girl, what you feel?
I'm pity for her because she's in painful situation, I think.
Okay, then. If you uh if you were that girl, what?
If we are sometimes if we are worried, maybe we'll call somebody else to help us. Maybe we call our
Okay, maybe
mother,
okay.
our father.
Automatically, yeah. So automatically,
Mommy, help
help
me.
Yes. Okay. That is automatically reaction from us. Okay. That is
She's in worried situation.
yeah. Okay. If you will shout, if you call your mother, okay. Other pictures from okay. Pictures 11. All right. Okay. Arma, Siti Arma. Siti Arma. Siti Arma. what the girl could be feeling. Ma, not here? Anyone can respond? Anybody? Loving. Yeah.
Loving
Loving.
and caring. And
Affection.
caring.
And caring. What emotion show? Happy. Yeah,
Affection.
happy. Okay. Happy because happy we can see through her face. Right? What situation is that? What situation is that? She happy because she
Emotionally deep.
Playing with pet. Playing with
yeah, she deal with yeah
pet.
rabbit. Okay, because she is handling or she with the you can see the piece, right? Okay. Normally, if we happy, the right, the good thing. If you are happy, uh, right. Example, maybe it's you and you feel sad. What happened to your internal, your chemical? What do you feel about your internal body reaction? Chasing by a dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Siti 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 Hajar ya.
Yes. The boy is scared,
What? Yeah.
afraid of the dog.
Yeah. Okay.
Try to save himself.
What you can feel your body, your internal.
More adrenaline. Run away from the dog chase.
More, yeah, by
Pardon, Doctor.
our hormone. Okay, what are we discussing just together? Adrenaline hormone. Okay, so we also can raise that as an indicator. Say you just said just now that that boy is scared, right? Afraid. Okay, then you can feel if we scared or afraid. Okay, we scared, we can feel our what? In this situation, normally we can feel
Heartbeat.
our heart. Yes,
Heartbeat.
will increase. Yes, our heartbeat will increase. You can put your hand here in the on your chest, and you can, yes, you can feel the beating of your heartbeat very fast. That's
And
that's
and sweat.
sweating. Yes, also sweating when we the adrenaline hormone actually bring us more energy to run very fast, even more faster than we can achieve. Then the adrenaline also can bring us to jump over the fence if we are afraid of the dog. Okay.
Unexpected action.
Correct, doctor.
Hormone reaction to our body. Okay. Okay. In that in this context, okay, we can, as I said, we can teach the child our feeling, our indicator in our body. Okay. Let's say if we feel happy, what we feel inside. Normally we feel happy. We can see the face of that person who happy, smiling face, okay. And but inside in the body, the reaction inside the body, what do you think? Your body, if you are happy at that
Very
time,
shocked.
you can feel
Yeah, very shocked.
very what? Very shocked, happy.
Shocked with
Yeah, sometimes maybe
the dog. I'm very fast. If something said
okay.
to grab anything, they
Safe.
he will grab, going up the whatever just to feel
Yeah.
himself safe.
Okay. Right. Okay. Meaning that you also can associate to people is a feeling, even the tree. Pardon? All right. Okay. You can teach the our student that the feeling that they feel inside with associate with action. You can use your thumb up, feel good inside. Okay. If no good, if let's say it's a cat situation like this, you can just put your thumbs down here like that, like this. Okay. Then feel okay, good. No good. You can associate because to describe the feeling inside our body is the one the person itself know that feeling, whether it's even though it's our heartbeat keeping increasingly, but that situation is at the happiness situation. As you said, not happy. If we happy also, we feel busy, is it? Okay, so that the thing that we can associate in our thing. Okay. All right. This is also related emotion. Okay. What picture is the lightning striking during a
Lightning.
storm? Right? Yeah,
Storm.
lightning, storm. Okay. Then we can. What is the emotion related to this situation? How do
Scared.
you feel? Scared. Then
Scared,
other
sad,
scared,
terrified.
scared. Okay. Okay. So ask the child to do emotion of someone who is in this situation. You can do but the teacher can always model it first and then ask the children, ask what your student do to imitate your action. Okay, why? Then you can also explain why lightning is we scared of lightning. Lightning can kill people, right? Make me afraid because the loud noise make like that. Okay? That is the thing you can also say. Okay. I think I stopped sharing 11. Okay. I will share this. Use here and use the guideline how to use the picture, right? So game you also can other method use for emotion for emotion. You can also use a filling dice or throw cubes. Okay, throw cubes, and on top of the cube you have to write emotion, name of emotion on one cube. Then the if the child cube and write, see what is the emotion on top of the cube. Then you ask the the student to show that, okay, this is the activity that we can use during teaching. Okay, I think I stop emotion first here because I'm going to share with you. Second part is about um, circle relationship. But that, any question? Relationship, close friend, okay, family, okay, connection between people, physical, emotional connection between one and others. All right. Okay, good. Okay, everybody understand. Yep, thank you. Okay. This is the relationship is based upon how people connect each other, because it's a social in a community, right? Spending time together because we with other people. Okay? Spending time together, feelings of two individuals, like a relationship, friends, loved ones, okay? Enjoying activities or mutual. Okay, so this is the draft of guideline for us to teach feeling and emotion, also relationship and touch. When we deal with others, touch will touch is one of the activities we do to make communication with others in our society, right? Okay, everybody live in different environment. Example, we have home environment, we have school environment, work. So for students, okay, we introduce because we can handle, we can control the situation. We know who is what is the element in the school environment, right? And if we try first with our school environment, then maybe next lesson you try home environment, which we ask the student to recognize who is the person in her environment or his environment at home. Okay, because there are so many people in each environment, right? Okay, so everybody in our environment has place in this circle. Okay, then this circle is called a circle of relationship. I believe that many of you come across this circle of relationship. Maybe after this, I can hear response that teacher used this circle of relationship at school. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, you can list down the people you know in your maybe at home environment. Okay, that the student list down people that he or she know in their school environment, school environment. Okay, can you at the home environment or school environment? Okay, so you are middle, the middle of the purple color. The circle is purple in color. Okay, then the circle nearest you are the closest people to you. For example, mother, other, and so on. Yeah. For this circle relationship, as you notice, okay, we have to use the indicator, the color indicator to the color indicator as you saw here is the indicator light color, right? Traffic light color, which glows green, light green, and blue is go, green color. Light ready is yellow, ready to stop or ready to press your fuel. If you on driving, if you stop at the traffic light when yellow, meaning that you have ready to stop, not ready to press our fuel.
Yeah, ready to
And
stop.
red color, red color, there are three different range of, you can see orange, red, and red. Yellow also considered going to be red. Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
red
and
for
then
strengths.
okay, choice for colors in the circle relationship. You can see that just now: purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So please consistent using this color, purple, blue, because normally we encourage students to say about their happy feeling or their satisfaction feeling by blue color. Are you satisfied? Yes, blue color meaning that is a close hug, meaning for close hug in the circle relationship. Okay, then green, yellow, beware, because we are going to reach orange, and red. Okay. The use of six color coded concentric circle represent six different relationship. Okay, meaning that each color represent different behavior, different feelings, and different. Okay, this is where we want to um, teach our student what behavior in this particular circle, what feeling and what action should we show in this circle. Okay? And the objective is to discriminate different degrees of intimacy and their behavior accordingly. Proper behavior accordingly to the circle. Okay, back to the circle of relationship. Right? Okay. This is private circle. Okay. Circle. Okay. In the circle, okay, there is only one person, and that is me. That is you. Okay. Only one person in that circle. Nobody else can come inside my private circle unless with my permission. Everybody have their own space. Okay, meaning that our 10 student also have their private circle. Okay, sometimes when people try to get too close to us, we feel uncomfortable. You like that? Okay, and sometimes we deny it. We deny the nearest person came nearer to you. You deny it by you move yourself away from that nearest patient. Kan? Okay. Jadi that meaning that we're supposed to educate our child to say no. Okay, let's say we as a teacher, we normally didn't realize that our action normally when we come to our children, we want to check their their exercise or their activities, we come nearer to them. Okay, but you notice or not? Sometimes those children make her body a bit fast, a bit ago. You notice or not? Sometimes it happens. Perasan tak? Can you hear me? Oh my God. Oh, okay. Okay, you realize that? Yes. Very good if you realize that, because we as a teacher, we should, actually we ourselves should put maybe one or two steps back so that our student feel comfortable. Okay. Sometimes we put our hand on the shoulder. Maybe she feel not comfortable. Please, we address that feeling. Okay. Okay. All right. So in this circle, there is only one person. It's you. Everybody have their own space. Sometimes when people try to get close to you, you feel uncomfortable. Then you need to say, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay. As you can see here, the circle is purple circle. Typically, because the person inside the circle is you alone inside the circle. That's why the circle is the smallest circle. Okay. Typically feel by yourself, only yourself. Touch, self-love. Okay, self-love meaning that you can touch your body. You can put powder, put talcum on your body. You can shampoo yourself. Okay, and love yourself. So you make yourself clean, make yourself smell good. Okay, and talk. Self-honesty. Self-honesty. Be honest to yourself. Trust, self-reliance. Okay, be trust to yourself, and overall emotion tone is self-esteem. Feel good with yourself. Okay. The circle blue heart. Right? Blue heart circle. And can we the blue heart circle? You can see here, family, siblings, and parents is the one inside the circle. Meaning that we can hug circle, maybe close hug, because it's how we close hug, but with no sexual emotion feeling. Okay. Okay. Anybody can tell us here what kind of touch that can be used, what touch that can student do in this circle.
Hugging.
Okay. Hug. Yes. Hug. Close hug. How about close hug? Shake hand. Yes. In Malay culture, normally shake hand and kiss our mother's hand. Shake and kiss our mother's hand, from our father's
Kissing.
hand. Kissing. Okay. Kissing forehead. Kissing with no sexual. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Any subject that can we talk with our person in blue circle? What subject to talk? What communication can we make in that blue hub?
Private.
Yeah, private talk about
About feeling.
feeling. Yes, we should emphasize that. We should emphasize that because sometimes we can see that our typical children, okay, they always to share the feeling, not with the family, not with the brother or sister or mother or father, but she always share or they always share their feeling with friends. Kan? That always happen. That is why sometimes mother or parents don't know what is happening, what is happened to the children if they give something. Hello?
Also use a shoulder to cry on.
Yes. Shoulder to cry on. Yes. Our family thinking parent. Right. Okay. How about trust? Trust with these blue heart circle people? Fully trust. Okay. Fully trust. We fully trust with our family, sibling, and parents. But okay, because of fully trust, sometimes okay, sexual abuse, not sometimes, we always hear we always hear that sexual abuse done by close family members. Yeah? Do you hear? We always hear that. We can just
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, it happens.
yeah, it happened. In that case, how we are going to educate our children and their parents or their family members or their people in blue heart circle try to sexual abuse them? What are we going to? What is the tools that we are going to teach them? That he or she or send children can know that not the right, the proper behavior to do to them. What indicator or what?
Introduce the which areas they cannot touch. I mean,
Yeah.
who to trust.
Okay. Yeah, the topic, my private part. Can you remember? Our private part topic, we can differentiate public and private, right? So
Yes.
during we teach them, we teach our students about body part, private, public. We emphasize about touching what is what do and don'ts with our private. We can touch, but touch just for cleaning purposes. We cannot touch on our private part. So when we educate our student with that knowledge, so can differentiate that touch made by their own family. Is it a good touch or bad touch? Again, we can associate our symbolic with now proper and unproper touch done by the people. Okay, so family also cannot be trusted nowadays. So whom our children are going to trust? Okay, so very pity. There are few people I have. Okay, we want to keep as close hug, very close hug. Mother, father, brother, sister. It depends. It depends to how close you with your grandmother, grandmother, how close you to your auntie, your uncle. But even though they are in the different circle, but sometimes because of the closeness we with the person, it will come inside the close hug, right? Okay, this is far away hug. Okay, who is in the circle? Friends, relative, right? Okay. Normally, a friend, relative, or extended family, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, right? So how about touch? What type of touch that we can make these people in we have green colors? What type
Shake
of
hands.
shake hand? Just shake right? How about topic to talk? Topic to talk?
Chatting.
Chatting about? And personal news.
Sport. Food.
About food,
Hobbies.
A good friend.
hobbies. What personal news? Can we chat about our personal news? Alright.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. Because this is our extended family, then personal news may same same news with our family.
But sometimes they feels
No.
good to share with the friends.
Yeah, that is the problem. Good to share with friend. Why it happened? What happened? They feel comfortable to share with friends. Why? Because
Because
friends,
yes, close friends.
Maybe,
close friends, yeah, maybe.
yeah, because if same gender can hug, if same gender they can hug
Same interest.
for a few seconds. If not, will be just for a while.
Okay. But is it not close hug, is it? Far hug, huh? We're talking about green circle. So it's close far hug.
Just high five.
Okay. High five.
Yes.
Also can. Okay, in that sense, we can introduce that maybe that
Maybe
rule,
respectful hug.
respect. Yeah. Okay, how about trust? Can we trust friends and relatives?
Depends.
If you had bad experience, maybe no. It depends. But for our children, our students, normally we can trust. Friend is we know his name, we know who is their parents, okay? We know where our friends live, we know their siblings, okay, quite a close friend, right? Overall emotional tone. Emotional tone with these people. Do we feel love with them? Friendly, affectionate feelings. Okay, we love our friend. We take care of our friend. Always ask for our friend help and so. Okay. There are a few more people I give paha. Okay, such as auntie, uncle, my best friend. As I said, the best friend. But best friend normally we don't have so many best friends. So best friend maybe we have one best friend. So our best friend we can even close heart with them. Okay? All right. Circle the yellow handshake circle. Okay, yellow circle. Right. This is who is the person in yellow handshake circle? Acquaintances, right?
Neighbor.
Neighbor. Okay.
Community.
Community. The other acquaintances, we know by name. So we know her face. We always see their face, and we know their name.
New
Other
friend?
new
New
friends.
friend?
Yes, can be friends because we know. Just
Maybe teacher.
okay. So can we touch each other in yellow handshake? Little bit. this calm culture, okay, practices due to our culture, practices here due to our religion. Okay, if your culture, it's okay to shake hand with acquaintances. Go on with that. If a Muslim, you cannot shake hand with the opposite sex. Go on with that. Okay. Then the shake hand just for greeting. Shake hand for greeting. How are you? Say hi. Just shake hand with acquaintances in the yellow circle. How about touch? No touch, no touch. How about first topic to talk? How about topic to talk? Okay, let's say this is in the school community. School community. Who is in the yellow circle? Yellow circle. Your schoolmate, right? Schoolmate is the same school but different classes. You always see their face, but you didn't know their names.
Teacher.
Yeah, teacher is that not teaching not teaching the class, a teacher from other class maybe. Teacher from secondary school or teacher from upper secondary school. But our student in lower secondary school, so that is also including in the yellow. Okay, just shake hand.
School community.
Hi, teacher. Good morning, teacher. Okay, wish by saying good morning, good afternoon, and so on. Okay. How about topic to talk? Topic to talk. Maybe in school. If in school we just talk about schools, right? Or maybe the prefect in the school, we can ask about what time. Maybe our children can talk to the prefect school. Talk about what time the game's over. Maybe something about related to school event, related to school environment activities. Okay, then trust, and we trust in the circle, a person in the circle, in the yellow circle, limited trust. Okay, but if prefect also, school prefect also, still a reserve what the trust. Of the trust, one you should trust is your mother, father, or sibling in the blue circle. Always emphasize that. Go and talk to your mother, go and talk to your, maybe teacher also can be in the blue circle, because we teach them from 7 years old until 12 years old, sometimes until 13 years old. So long that we became close to the family, we became close to our children, and we can consider a person in the blue. So we educate our students that anything happen with the blue handshake people, what they can do, straight we tell the people inside the blue. And that's maybe this is agree with the presentation earlier. You told that routine is the best tool, that the best thing that we develop in our classroom. Okay, routine so that our children can follow the step that we put with agreement of all inside the classes. Before we want to go home, we want to go back, we want to go class, we should tell our teachers that, teacher, thank you, teacher, I have to go home, bye bye. Don't shake hand. Maybe you educate them, or you make the rules in the classroom. No shake hand with teacher. For example, no shake hand with teacher. Just just knock your head. You can shake hand with if the student is male, you shake hand with male teachers. Don't shake hand with female teachers. Let's say if the teachers is Muslim and the children also Muslim, so you can exercise that religion thought in the okay. Then the limited trust and okay, people acquaintance in yellow circle. Okay, we can respect that the feeling of people inside it. But this is considered a person or people inside our community. Someone maybe one day you saw someone crying. Our students saw someone is crying. Sad. Okay, don't ignore. Ask them to maybe can help. You can ask what's happening, how I'm going to help you, because we are in one school community. But okay, in this case, they taught to just shake hand with acquaintances and greet them as saying hello, how are you, good morning. Then we move to orange wave circle. It's going to start to reach the red circle, right? So person in this circle is person that we in our society, in our school society, you don't know their name, but you always see their face. You don't know name. Okay? You just smile and wait for him. Okay? Because this is in our society. But if we reach to example, the person who in the orange circle is newspaper man, postman, shopkeeper, meter reader. Okay, let's say we in our home environment always see that the same newspaper man send newspaper to our house. Postman, maybe a few postmen that you're quite familiar with their faces. And shopkeeper that always go to the shop, you know the shopkeeper, the husband shopkeeper, with the meter readers, other maintenance. Okay. In this case, we know that the person, we don't know the name. Okay. Just his hand. Okay. Okay. Here comes the red circle. Red circle is considered as stranger. But two types of stranger, right? Two types of stranger with good stranger and bad stranger. Okay. Bad stranger, great stranger space. Okay. Great stranger space is the one who we call as community helper. Community helper. Be their teachers in community rehabilitation center, or maybe the doctors or nurses in the hospital. Okay. Typically filled by person known by job. Okay. That's why we always taught our students, if you are going to search for help, go to someone who wear uniform. Policeman, okay, a nurse, army, and so on. So the red stranger space, a good one, business touch only, meaning that if the children go to the hospital because of headache, okay, because of headache or because of stomachache, the doctor or the nurse there in charge there can touch that particular part only. Business touch, meaning that particular part which take just head, stomach, feel the stomach, put the stethoscope on the stomach, not put the stethoscope on the breast. If it happened, if it happened, this is the time the child can feel the internal emotion, the internal feeling. If they may be surprised, okay, that is the spontaneous reaction, right? If the doctor put stethoscope on top of the breast instead of put the stethoscope stomach, okay, so they are going to feel afraid that that is the time the child can act, maybe shout, no, don't, no. Jadi maybe when she or the child say no, if somebody can hear in the room can hear, hey, why the children say no? Maybe something, must be something happened to the child so that and shout and say no. Okay, so this is maybe the situation of misuse or misabuse here can avoid it. Okay, and business talk only talk you come to see the doctor to talk about your stomach, and the doctor have to business talk only about stomach, not other body part. Okay, business trust only is all in the first red stranger space. The uniform this person in the red stranger space only by business. Business touch, business talk, business trust, even feeling also related to business. Okay. Maybe the doctor asks, how do you feel? How do you feel your stomach? Oh, doctor is so sickening. You can show your emotion of sickening emotion. You can show the doctor. Okay. But this red stranger space for the one you really don't know who is that person, unknown person, totally unknown. Okay, you can, as you can see here, touch, talk, no touch, no talk, no trust, and other your feeling. Okay, don't be lovely to the person who is stranger. You don't know. You play in the on the playground, and somebody come to you and suddenly give you something. You don't talk. Don't talk to anybody who is stranger. Okay. Even though it's sometimes quite difficult if we educate them with this, and because it happened to me. I come across one adult. He is ADHD or autism. Okay, that boy angry with me. Go away, you're a stranger. Said like, okay, go away, you are a stranger. But luckily my friend console her, console that boy, and say that he is a friend of mine. Okay, let's say, I mean, this is my friend. You can wish my friend Alija. This is my friend. Then the children know that this is a good stranger, not bad stranger anymore. Right? Okay, that is why unknown person, we put no entry sign there. No touch, no talk, no trust, totally no with stranger. Okay, we're going to finish this session, right? People in outer circle can move into the various other closer to, meaning that individually, because when we become more intimate with our business is now we just discuss. Okay, in a new school, can over time move into friendship. The, not the blue one, the orange color. Okay, discuss other people who can move closer on. Who can move closer on. Okay, for example, myself just now, the story that I told you, I'm being rejected by ADHD adult, that I'm a stranger. Can I go inside the circle for that boy, that adult? I go inside that I mean from red circle, can I move to maybe Quentin circle? Can or not? Oh, can you hear me? Oh, okay, thank you. I thought I talked alone just now. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we are going to finish our session. Okay. Relationship that I just shared just now is very important to teach. Okay. But as a teacher, we cannot teach the circle relationship. There's no one particular subject in school named circle relationship, right? Okay, so we teach important skill to our children, circle relationship. You also don't teach health education in school. Let's say you is language teacher in school. So how you are going to integrate the circle relationship in your teaching and learning? Can you do that? Any language teacher here?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you share your maybe your opinion, or your maybe you have tried it, how to implement the circle relationship? Okay. Who is just now? Anhong.
Pardon?
Okay. Anybody? Anybody language teacher who can share how we want to implement this circle relationship in our lesson?
For me, in
Okay.
Thai culture, they give the value to the level of the word. Like when you maybe in not only Thai or about in Asian country, we give the value to the seniorities, give the importance to the level of the bird. Like when we say talking or maybe have conversation with uh, the old body old peoples or the younger people, we have different level of the bird.
Mm, yeah.
Yes, is divide the relationships to give respect to the other people is our culture.
Yeah. Different level of language, is it?
Yes.
Yes. Same as in Malaysia. Also, we have see as a kata-kata, or the language that we use, proper book language, or the language that we normally say with friend is different with language we talk to older people. It's also the same in Malaysia. Okay. I want to know how we are going to deliver this circle relationship want to teach your student after share? Ezri? Farid Arifin. How about Farid Arifin? Can you give your opinion how we are going to implement this in our subject that we taught in school? Farid?
Yes, saya.
Okay. Macam mana Farid kita nak implement? How we are going to, or you feel it is difficult to implement in school? Any other response? You can.
Hello, maybe I can add.
Okay. Yes, please.
In my school, we have a subject reproductive health and right 45 minutes per week. So it is it's not problem for me to implement what the reproductive health to my disability students.
Okay,
And
good.
actually, it's not official subject from the government.
Yeah.
But my headmaster give me time to teach about reproductive health because there is many sexual abuse for disabilities. So my headmaster understand about this problem, and it is very important in it. And we can also like integrated reproductive health subject to other lessons. So it's not only for the specific subject, but we can integrate it the reproductive health to other subject. And the important thing is all the teacher must understand together and work together and have some perspective about the importance of the reproductive health for the students. I think.
Yeah. All those new programs that we want to implement in our school, it must be collaborated or by our head of maybe the principal of that school, management of that school, know the importance of teaching this to our SEN students, because then our work become more easier. Right? Okay, as you say, I can read here Siti Hajar's response that can get involved a counselor to teach about this relationship. Yeah. We also get together with the counselor, because counselor is a psychology people, but normally counselor, I don't know from a country, because counselor in Malaysia not really trained with special needs. Just do the curriculum, maybe next generation of counselor, there's a curriculum for, so we can collaborate with counselor. Yes. Okay. Okay, from Philippines, Ria, you would use that along with this the safe touch, safe. So, okay, come back to implementation in school. Of course, not as a subject you can teach. Let's say I give you the example of language lesson. Is it? Okay, we can because in the language lesson, in maybe other lesson, religion lesson, so sometimes we can see the family tree, recognize who is moral lesson also can. Also, we can emphasize on this. In the moral lesson, we know who is our father, mother, who is our surrounding people. Okay, in that, so with that method, we can introduce the touch, the communication, which communication, good communication or okay communication or not okay communication can be done with people in the circle. Okay, so I give back to all teachers, all of you, give back to your own strategies. Okay, so that because we can see here the importance of being this skill to them. This skill, if Malaysian curriculum, okay, in Malaysian curriculum, in 2013 Act of Education, okay, stated that teachers are able to do some modification of the content, the curriculum, teaching aid of the curriculum, the activities of the curriculum to achieve what we are going to achieve for that students. Okay, let's say for that particular student, we want to achieve so that he can really can socialize as normally as they could. So we are implement that. Okay. Okay, we are going to 12 o'clock already. Okay, any questions before I end up this session? No question or any sharing from your experience in school about any other issue about sexuality? Want to share with others? Yes.
I want to share my experience. Can you hear me?
Yes, can. Very clear. Thank you.
Okay. I am Siti Arma, a special education teacher from Brunei Darussalam. I have been teaching for 20 years and 11 years as a special education teacher. I had an experience with a male student of mine. He is a nonverbal autistic and he is 11 years old. After several observations, I caught him tapping his private area with his pants on. He was watching a movie scene, a Toy Story 2 movie, where Barbie and her friends are wearing bikinis. I caught him keep rewinding that scene over and over and at the same time tapping his private area. My action was deleting that movie from his computer. And after a while, I caught him again doing the same thing while watching Mr. Bean cartoon series. A kissing scene of Mr. Bean with his girlfriend. I have never thought that the cartoon scene can trigger his sexual desire. I believe my student does not understand what sexual desire is, but he is doing the behavior because it makes him happy and give him pleasure. My question is, how can I stop him from doing such behavior?
Correct. This is a quite normal incident in 11 years old in the primary school, is it?
Yes.
Okay, they start secondary sexual organ sexual start. Okay, maybe this boy maybe start his puberty. Okay, then can feel the sex,
Yes, true.
right? Your action, how okay, before I give my opinion, this is the opinion of my group. Okay, I open the floor. Anybody want to give opinion regarding this case in Brunei? Anybody want to give opinion or share maybe the same experience? Nobody. Nobody? Okay, so I'll respond to just stop. What is your name?
Siti Arma.
Siti Araf. Okay. Your firstly, thank you so much because you was alert behavior. That not okay behavior done by the okay. And your action that has been taken, you to delete the video from this happened in school, right?
Yes.
Yes, happened in school. Okay, in that case, um, do you try to collaborate with parents regarding this
Yes.
behavior?
I did
Yeah.
share it with the mother.
Okay, and what is the response of the mother?
The mother got worried, and
Okay.
she also want to delete the movies in his laptop at home. But what we are concerned because it is a safe movie, doctor. It's not real people doing it. It's cartoon movies,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it can be watched by other children. So I thought maybe even a song video clip Y is for yoga, and then the cartoon is you wearing a little bit sexy, and then he also
Feel.
thought it. Yeah, he also feel the same thing.
Okay, okay. All right. What are you trying to? That is the to eliminate the behavior. Are you trying to teach about to this boy?
Yes, I'm planning after this. Maybe I can share with the parents as well.
Yeah, maybe you can because the parent quite cooperate, quite give a positive response to you. Maybe you can discuss with the parents what to do at home and what to do in school. Okay, this is
Yeah.
we can call it intervention. Stop the such sexual behavior is not good at school, right? So then you also have to do some assessment. Okay, you look what time that behavior
Okay.
is it okay during maybe you have to occupy that boy with something that he likes. Okay, maybe he
Okay.
likes to okay you try then because sometimes the desire came because maybe he feel to do. Okay, he simply
Yes.
put that is I think I had told you the story that one boy just simply put his hand inside the trousers. Okay, so just explore by himself and then suddenly he catch that that private part and feel wow satisfied with that thing. Okay, then maybe maybe that boy will continue doing that same behavior again and again. The teacher did about that behavior, but luckily you had noticed that and you had taken quite good steps to eliminate the behavior in school. Maybe you have to educate. Okay, time to educate about teaching, about that's why I'm not to talk fiction. It is one of the something that we have to realize that it sometimes we have to handle the masturbation activities um, in school, actually in secondary school. Okay,
Yeah.
if it happen in school, teachers also have to know the right things to handle, know the right way to handle masturbation in school. Okay. Okay, then so I have no time to discuss about that. Maybe you can maybe can advice from doctor or instead of doing educate time, this is the time to educate about the touching, about feeling, okay,
Yes.
about
Mm-mm.
her own self, her own body part, okay, and ask the parent to do the same. This is my first advice lah. Then you can see the progress. As you make the student busy with activities in school, physical activities as well. Do some maybe games, okay, so
Mm-mm.
that they feel tired and no time to think about behavior. Okay, that's my opinion. Any other opinion? Okay, it's 12:11 already. Okay, I am going to end my okay. I hope that all of you had benefited from all my session from D1 to D3. And I also admit that all the good from this visual course was from Allah, from God, and all the weakness from myself. Right? Okay, I also hope that I'm the slide to the administrator program. Okay, uh, I hope that it would be useful enhancing all of you, enhancing your competency in teaching sexuality aspect in school. Okay, so all the best, all the best, all the best to all special education teachers here.